Eric Williams, the director of God of War Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
Amazing person, by the way. I got to meet him yesterday.
Oh,
And you know what we were talking about? It's funny because I like met him for the first time. This is the first time I ever talked to him, and you would think that we would talk about God of War Ragnarok, but which is, by the way, God of War is my favorite franchise. But we were just talking about Astrobot and how amazing of a game it is. And I think he told me that he told you what Astrobot is, and that's Astrobot is joy encapsulated, and that's something that I wholeheartedly agree with because I've just been smiling from ear to ear ever since I started to play it. And the more we talk about it, the more I guess I just wanted you to know how special of a game you made. So again, congratulations on that.
wow, that's
Yeah.
really
So
nice. You know that, yeah. Oh, Eric came over to Japan and actually and played the game because there is a God of War level in the game, and we discussed how to do all these things, and he gave us a lot of feedback, but also a lot of support, a lot of love. Instantly those guys were on board. They said, "Yeah, absolutely, you got to do it," because he was quite scary when we first approached them, and we went like, "We would like to put Kratos in the game, but it's not just a cameo. We
mhm.
want to do a whole level," and they were like, "Yeah, come on, do it. We'll give you some help." So that was really, really nice. Yeah.
So I heard from Eric that you guys nailed it and it's true to the source material and I can't wait to play that level. And I want to ask if you could tell us how early along in the development that it was decided that you guys wanted to include God of War, that you guys wanted to do this, and what can you tell me about the collaboration between the studios, not just with Santa Monica Studios, but with all of them on this game, Astrobot?
So it's a really interesting topic actually. So when we began on this game, the question of whether we should still celebrate the PlayStation history was a real question because there was a debate as to, okay, if we do that again, Astro will not spread its own wings and be its own thing, right? We don't want the PlayStation history to be a almost like too much of a safety net. So we developed the game, the levels, the power-ups, the enemies first in the Astro universe. But then it kept feeling like, okay, as a gamer, as a lover of PlayStation, the previous game did a tribute, and this time around, if there isn't one, we'd be disappointed. Right.
Mhm.
So we added that. We decided, no, no, we're going to do it. But the important part is to not repeat ourselves. So the previous game was all about the hardware. This game should be about the characters. So that's when we decided to include the cameos. And then there was always this thing of, oh, would it be cool? How would it feel like if you played a cartoon version of X or Y characters? And that's when these ideas, these five kind of special heroes, came up. And so we concepted it. At the time, it was just visual, right? And then we literally had a video call with those teams, and asked, hey guys, so you've seen Astro's Playroom, you kind of get a feel for the kind of games we make. If we were to go one step further and try to bring your IP into the Astro world, and how would you feel about it? And yeah, it was a really, really open and super positive conversation. And so once we had uh, one of those realized, then it became much easier because we had a standard, we had a benchmark, and then actually it was easier to kind of talk to the other teams because they could imagine better, how it would end up.